Has anyone ever told you at the sheriff's office not to associate with Sergeant Johnson?
Directly?
Okay, let's start with directly.
No.
Okay, then it kind of begs the question of an indirectly.
In a sense, yes. Lieutenant Duarte, one time I got evaluated, and on my evaluation was my boot cleanliness, which I ain't gonna lie, I don't clean my boots very often, let alone at all. It's just, it was something that I had to do in the military. I don't got a great taste in my mouth from that time, so I just don't like doing it. I told somebody about it, and word ended up getting back to her, and she came to me one day and asked me if, that she first told me that it got corrected and that it isn't on my evaluation no more, which didn't really offend me in any way, didn't make me feel that it was a problem.
Okay, so let me just back you up here. In your evaluation, was it Sergeant Johnson who was evaluating you? Okay, and Sergeant Johnson wrote you up for...
It wasn't a write-up, it was just on my cons side. Okay. I think it took away from the appearance, because that's a block in the evaluation.
Okay.
His personal appearance.
Okay, it was like a checkbox.
Yeah, and I could understand that.
And so then you went to Lieutenant Duarte?
No, I just told somebody and just, I can't remember who I told. It was just one of those BS conversations.
Okay.
Because after evaluations, everybody's going to talk about how they did. And it was just something that I remember that I got a nick on. But besides that, it was a good evaluation.
And but somehow Lieutenant Duarte found out about it.
Yes.
Okay, and then she approached you.
Yep, and informed me that that wasn't on my evaluation anymore. That mark against me wasn't on there anymore.
Okay.
And she then asked me if I still wanted Sergeant Johnson to evaluate me.
Okay. And what did you tell her?
I told her that I want Sergeant Johnson to evaluate me.
Did she say anything further to you?
No, it was just more of a conversation of, do you still feel comfortable with him?
Okay, because of the negative mark?
Yeah, and in my own opinion, that's mildly extreme. I don't see how an officer who gets a negative mark, for no matter what reason it is, how you could just say, well, we're going to take him away from you and give you to somebody else that's going to give you A pluses from now on. It's,
right.
I like to get negative marks in a sense to know what I'm doing wrong.
Right.
Because you can't fix what you don't know. So if I got somebody that's going to tell me what I'm wrong on, I would want to keep that. That's very valuable as within your own career. Because if all you ever get is you're doing a great job, then you end up with doing things completely wrong and never knowing the difference.
Were you surprised when Lieutenant Duarte came to you?
I can't remember.
Okay.
I don't initially probably no.
Okay.
But as the conversation grew into what it was a little bit surprising.
And when you say the conversation grew, what did you think she was telling you or asking you?
Initially?
Yes.
To clean my boots.
Oh, you mean Sergeant Johnson or Duarte?
Duarte. I thought that she'd end up yelling at me more about me needing to clean my boots.
Okay, all right. But then what it wound up to be was
more or less a conversation of
wanting to move you.
Yeah, of should I even be with this sergeant to evaluate me anymore or not. And that was surprising to me.
Okay.
Because I don't feel that that's a decision I should make, let alone, because that can be manipulated very easily, because then I'm painting him out as a bad guy, and I'm also giving myself a sergeant that is a lot easier to get good marks from,